I haven't done actual work in 2 years. I wrote a code that does my job automatically. Today, the code stopped working, and I forgot how to do my job. I work 15 minutes a week. The rest of the time, I watch Netflix, read books, take online courses. Sometimes I nap. 3 years ago, I wrote a Python script that automates my entire data entry job. It logs into the system, reads the intake spreadsheet, copies the data into the correct fields, submits the forms, generates the confirmation reports, all while I sit at my desk looking busy. My boss thinks I'm the fastest typer in the department. He calls me the machine. He has no idea how right he is. The script runs on a 15-minute loop. I check in occasionally to make sure nothing crashes. It never crashes. Until today. The company pushed a UI update overnight. New interface, new button layouts, new element IDs. My script couldn't find the submit button. It threw 17 errors and froze. I didn't notice until my boss walked over with a stack of files. Big client intake today. 200 forms. Need this done by 5 p.m. He dropped the stack on my desk and walked away. I stared at the pile. I stared at my frozen terminal. I realized something horrifying. I had forgotten how to do my job manually. 3 years of automation had erased the muscle memory. I didn't remember which fields went where. I didn't remember the keyboard shortcuts. I didn't remember the submission workflow. I was panicking. Sweat forming on my forehead. Hands shaking over the keyboard. I pulled up my Python terminal to check the error logs. Selenium WebDriver. Exception. Element not found. The button ID had changed from submit-form to submit-form-v2. I was desperately trying to patch the code when I felt someone behind me. Felix, head of IT. The man who monitors all system activity. The man who could see exactly what processes were running on my machine. He was staring at my screen, at my Python terminal, at the Selenium automation framework, at the error logs that clearly showed I had been botting my job for years. I stopped breathing. I can explain. Felix held up his hand. He looked around to make sure nobody was watching. Then he leaned in close. Your script has been triggering flag alerts on the server for about 6 months. My heart stopped. I was going to report it, but then I looked at your code. He paused. It's cleaner than mine. I blinked. What? Line 45. The element ID changed in the update. It's submit-form-v2 now. Also, you should add a try-except block for the new CAPTCHA check they added to the login page. I stared at him. You're not going to report me? He laughed quietly. Report you? I've been running a similar script on the monthly compliance reports for 2 years. You think I manually generate those 300-page audit documents? He pulled out his phone and showed me a GitHub repository. His own automation scripts, more sophisticated than mine, running on a private server he had set up in the supply closet. The only reason I noticed your bot is because it was competing with mine for server resources during peak hours. I couldn't believe what I was hearing. So what do? We form an alliance. You optimize my code for the new API changes coming next quarter. I whitelist your bot so it stops triggering security alerts. He extended his hand. Deal? I shook it. Deal. That was 6 months ago. Felix and I are now the most efficient employees in company history. Our departments consistently lead in productivity metrics. We get praised in all hands meetings. We've both been promoted. We work a combined total of maybe 3 hours per week. The rest of the time, we improve each other's scripts. We've automated so many processes that 3 other departments have asked us to consult on their workflows. We said yes, then we automated those too.